This is the last one for the Sacramento Kings before they break for Christmas. Metu inside, contact, and that's going to be a block. Count it!
Solid player for them, very important to this lineup.
4-point lead for the Clippers. Bledsoe working on Buddy Hield and gets a little float. Gives it back to Halliburton on the handoff. Metu drives the closeout. Rims out, and George quickly up to man. Sacramento back in transition, but Terrence Mann.
A great playmaker for the Kings early in the season. Now he's seeing a lot of different things defensively. It just shows the growth in his game, that teams are respecting it.
Sacramento down by 5. Bledsoe goes quick with the left hand and scores it.
Bledsoe has really been struggling this season, and his shooting numbers kind of across the board are lowest that he's seen since like his 3rd year in the league.
Paul George off the man screen. George working against Buddy Hield, and Paul George does that to a lot. Barnes out top, 10 on the shot clock. Working against Boston, the rookie. Put him in the weight room. Oh! Tristan Thompson.
The Clippers defense is taking them out of their primary sets, but then they're figuring out ways to come up with something, and then defense to offense right there, Mark Jones.
Lead is down to 3 as we approach a minute to go here in the first 12 minutes. Bledsoe probing inside. Man on a nice cut. We played a minute here in the second quarter. Ibaka out top, over to Boston. Boston raising up for the jumper.
Even have a full scout on teams. Yeah. You know, it's not that they're at multiple disadvantages.
Halliburton from deep, got it! Put him! Sacramento Kings were calling for the carry that time. Here's Ibaka. Oh boy, he slipped through the trap. Here, a little second side action now. Looking inside for Holmes. Has a mismatch working against Johnson. Barnes goes glass, counted and one. 10-point lead. It's been an uphill climb here in the first half for Sacramento on the pick and pop. Ibaka.
They throw bodies at you and they hustle.
Zubac gives it to Paul George. Nice give and go for the slam.
We've seen far less of that kind of standing around, being stagnant on offense. I can kind of accept it to a certain degree, you know, with this group as you see Bledsoe.
This is, you know, you swipe right and it's like speed dating. Hield from deep, knocks down, and Buddy likes what he sees. Paul VI coming into the world just 3 weeks ago.
Wow.
So congratulations to him and Tyrese Halliburton. Defensive team to work against, and they force a bad shot at the end of the shot clock. George at the other end strolls through the paint to Batum for the bucket.
2 games ago in the second half, he did a great job against Golden State in the second half, but hasn't been able to get himself. You don't mess with that. Well, look, we come back in the second half. I mean, there's no explanation for the struggles.
Got to stick to the routine. It's meant to. Cross court to Hield. Barnes for 3. Got it. And the numbers prove it out. If you go strong side, weak side, and back to strong side, a lot of times it results in a basket, or you get an open 3.
Kind of a good offensive zone. That's his 3rd of the game.
7-point lead, not for long. Paul George. Man in transition. Batum one more to a wide open Bledsoe. Couldn't close out on him. Barnes. Knocked away by George, and Terrence Mann with a little room service here at Golden. Part of their 15-point lead right now. Paul George working off the Zubac screen, finds Big Zoo inside.
You know, he's 1 of 11, and this has kind of been the story the last 6 versus the previous 6 with Buddy Hield.
Oh, meant to reach out and touch. Perhaps coming back to this team this year before the season's over. Halliburton, 2 on the shot clock, working against Mann. Counted! With the left. Haven't been many of them. Right now, Sacramento on a 8-0 scoring run. Hield off the pin down. Got it. Shot clock.
And this is that kind of zone that
I've seen it all. I've seen the glory. Yeah, he put his
the finish. He has the two-hand finish up top.
Paul George with the midi. Knocked it down over Moore. Halliburton switching gears. Harkless. Tough floater off glass. Barnes on the drive. Tough fadeaway. Got it. Over Coffee. Nice pocket pass to Jones. Barnes, a little catch and shoot 3. No good. And one and done at the offensive end. Johnson to Johnson.
On their misses, LA is absolutely pushing the pace and getting out in transition.
Buddy with a quick get back. 5 out of the last 6 here at home. The groan and the moan you hear is because of the replay being shown on the big screen.
When you weren't getting great shots and you weren't getting makes, they were running it down your throat. So defense, but that's how you start right out of the timeout.
Johnson underneath. Boston against Golden State. Sacramento Kings fight back, get to within a few, and Halliburton knocks it down. Point contest. Halliburton picks it out to Buddy Hield. Clean look from deep. Could be Buddy time. Ibaka. Bledsoe off the Ibaka screen. Little two-man game. And I'll tell you what, Ty Lue can. This is where it's tough. This is where you can stall out and they get the miss. Offensive rebound. Hield for 3. Got it. George backing down Hield. Ibaka slams it home on the baseline. In every Sacramento drive, there's a help defender. Ibaka in the drop, but Barnes makes a tough shot. He makes the call and they get it out to Bledsoe. Paul George with a look from 3. Butter.
At either end of the floor, it's just been brutal, and they've been attacking him on the defensive end. They've been making it really difficult for him on the offensive end.
Double teamed. The lob up top for Ibaka, and he slams it home. Sacramento will fall to 13-20 on the season, and the Clippers.